Hey Deadgrinners, this is Deadgrin. Welcome to Deadgrin Customs. Um, you know, I said I was gonna work on a tapion, but I was looking through a bunch of my what's it called? Just a bunch of fodder pieces, that I have left over, and the idea for a Bergamo the Crusher came to mind, and I wanted to see if I could actually do it. It started off with the Beerus, the Dragon Star's Beerus head, and the clone Vegeta torso, and the Somazu legs. And the first thing I did were actually the boots. I ended up adding like these straps that he has, like with the belts. They kind of hang out, and I did it with both of it. I used the styrene sheet for that, and looking at it and just looking at the way the pants were made, it looked kind of like a wolf, like legs to me, And then that's where the idea really sprang from, So then I added the torso. I added this one specifically because it has more of a human shape compared to the other torsos. The other torsos have the geese and all that stuff. So I really couldn't use those. I was going to be too much shaving down and too much sculpting over. This one I just mostly have to sculpt over. I'm going to have to sculpt the shoulders. And I'll possibly end up switching out those arms only because the Bergamo has a little bit thinner arms. And then I use the puff from a bootleg Piccolo figure that I had. I just basically cut it off, cut off the whole cape, and just kept the puff. I was going to use it to make like a Gohan eventually, like a kid Gohan. But I haven't found any suitable sized, figures for that outside of SH Figure Arts, of course. But so yeah, so what I ended up doing to the Beerus head, I cut down the ears and I glued them down to the head. Like I could basically cut them because they used to be like about that high, and I just attached them. I used some milliput putty to shape the face. And I try to make him look more wolf than, or fox at least, compared to what Beerus obviously is, which is like more of a cat. And I use some reference photos to be able to do that. But yeah, like I said, there's way more that I have to do to the figure. But I just wanted to see if I can make this figure. I've posted it all over Facebook and Instagram. I've had people criticize, which is understandable. There is a lot to work, a lot of that you have to do to make it work. And I'm mostly doing this just to practice sculpting, because man, that's one of my weaknesses. Still, I want to get way better at sculpting, and I use opportunities like the Dabura and now Bergamo, to be able to really use my imagination and lay my hands into progress. One thing though that somebody did point out, and I'm gonna start listening to them, is I definitely gotta stop with so many works in progress and focus on finishing all of them. So this will be the last guy that I try to make for a while. I'm gonna catch up on all the works in progress that I have, and then I'm gonna, after I finish all of them, is when I'll start new ones. So if you guys like what I'm doing, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.